Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 43rd Wessex. This is turn 7.1 for Germany. I am going ahead and doing this before Randall's put out the U.S. KMT turn 6. Nothing he's going to do is really going to affect me. So, but I'll wait to post this until he gets his turn out, maybe later today, hopefully. Okay, so. This is turn 7.1 for Germany. It's July of 39. We do get to advance past stage 2 for tech this turn, so that's good. Also, I got a bunch of extra dice laid out because I keep forgetting a few different things. So we got 4 and 4 dice here. So I forgot my 4 diplomacy rolls for last turn, so that's turn 6. This will be turn 7. And then I've got dice out for my recruitment rolls for Spain and Vichy. I didn't do Vichy last turn. I know Spain was PB'd. I don't know if I get a Vichy recruitment roll on the first turn that I activate the Vichy government. So I potentially need a PB for another Vichy roll, but I'm only going to roll 1 this turn. For tech, we're going to go for advanced mechs, stage 2, 7 or higher. Improved factory, stage 2, 7 or higher. Airborne doctrine, stage 2, 7 or higher, and long-range aircraft, stage 2, 8 or higher. For purchases, we have $63 to spend, and we're going to go ahead and spend all of it. So we're going to go ahead and advance our 2 battleships, the Bismarck and her sister ship, the Tirpitz, from stage 3 to 2, so that's $12. 2 fighters for 20, that's 32. 2 paratroopers for 6 is 38. 8 militia for 16 is 54. Upgrade 2 infantry to motorized for 2, that's 56. An AA gun for 4 is 60, and an infantry for 3 is 63. And then I have set aside units here because we're going to go ahead and align Hungary this turn. So that is our purchases. The big news is we are going to go ahead and declare war on the Soviet Union this turn. So we're going to initiate Operation Barbarossa. So with Barbarossa, all our air and ground units are +1 to attack. All of the Soviet air and ground units are -1 on defense. And also on the Soviet portion of the turn, the Russians can only counterattack in 1 territory. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay out the attacks, then we'll get to some dice rolling. Okay, so over here on the Eastern Front, Battle 1, we need to go into, what is this? East Poland, which is British. There's a British infantry and a militia. So we're going to take the 2 self-propelled artillery from Warsaw. They're going to come down 1. We're going to take 1 of the 6 infantry in Warsaw down 1. And then over here in West Germany, we're going to have the 2 fighters fly over. So at an air base, they have a movement of 5. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're also going to have the tactical bomber from West Germany. And 1 of the 2 medium bombers from West Germany all fly. Okay, that's Battle 1. Battle 2 is here in Lubelski. There's 2 British militia. So everything left in Warsaw, which is 5 infantry, 2 towed artillery, a cavalry, 2 light armor, are all going to go 1 into Lubelski. Also, the 2nd and final medium bomber from West Germany is going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll put that on the card. Okay, and go into Lubelski. Now, if we take that in 2 turns or less, the 2 light armor are going to blitz. 1 is going to blitz into southern Belorussia. 1 is going to blitz into Palachka. Okay, so that's battles 3 and 4. Battle 5 is a walk-on. So we're going to have 1 of our paratroopers on an air transport here in East Germany come over 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop a paratrooper into northern Belorussia, 4, 5, 6, 7, and land in Warsaw. Okay. Battle 6 is another walk-on. The cavalry and the motorized infantry in central Romania come up 1, 2 to western Ukraine. Battle 7 is a walk-on. This infantry in Bessarabia comes up 1 to southern Ukraine. Battle 8 is a little dicey, so we're going into eastern Ukraine with 2 infantry that are there. So we're going to take the air transport with the last paratrooper in East Germany and come 1, 2, 3, 4 and drop him off. Now, the air transport has a movement of 3 left, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3 and land in Central Romania. Coming up from Central Romania is the fighter 1, 2, 3. That has a movement of 5 because of the air base, right? Isn't there an air base there? I hope there is. It'll screw up all my plans. Yeah, it's an air base. Okay, so those two attack East Germany. In Battle 9, we're going to take the air transport and the paratrooper from West Germany with a movement of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop him off in Kyiv. And then 1, 2 land in Bessarabia. Now, one thing, excuse me, that I didn't get covered before doing my turn is the inherent AA gun in Kyiv. So normally cities have one roll per paratrooper at a 3, but since this is Barbarossa, does that drop that AA gun down to a 2? So that's something I'm not sure of. So hopefully I roll high enough that it's not going to matter. But if I roll a 3, then obviously we got to have a rules. We got to have something said about that rule, whether 3 stands or it was only at a 2. Okay, the last 3 battles are all convoy raiding. We're just going to stay in the same sea zones here. So A-19, this fleet sub is going to raid. A-27, a fleet sub and a coastal sub will raid. And down here in A-50, a battle cruiser is going to raid. So those are our battles. Okay, so let's do some diplomacy rolls. I'm just going to roll both dice at the same time for each nation. Okay, so these 2 are for Ireland at a 1 or a 2. A 1 and a 3. So we do get 1. We hit 1 stage. So we'll put this dice at stage 1 for Ireland. Okay, then we've got, what do we got? Sweden, I said. So 1 or 2 for Sweden. Oh, there you go. 1 and a 6. So we got another one. So we're at stage 1 for Sweden. Okay, then we've got Greece. 3 and a 6. They both miss. And Turkey. 3 and a 5. They both miss. So we got 2 out of 8. So that's pretty good. Okay, so now we've got a recruitment. I'm going to do these now so I don't forget. So this is going to be Spain. We need a 1, 2, or a 3. And 8 misses. And then this is Vichy, and we need a 1 or a 2. A 9 misses. So miss both recruitment. Okay, how about tech? We're going for mechs. So we need a 7 or higher here for mechs. An 8, we succeed. Factories at a 7. An 11, we succeed. We continue to be hot with tech. Airborne at a 7. 5, we miss. And long range at an 8. 11, we succeed. So we got 3 out of 4 again. So I think that's right around where we've been. Okay, so we did what? Advanced max go to 3. What was the other one? Oh, factories go to 3. And long range goes to 3. Okay. So that's where we're at for tech. Okay, so let's get on to our battles. So let's get a dice tray. Oh, purchases. Or did I say purchases? I'm pretty sure I did. Well, let's go over it real quick just in case. 2 battleships to stage 2 for 12. 2 fighters for 20, 32. 2 paratroopers for 6, 38. 8 militia for 16, 54. 2 infantry upgrades to motorized for 2, 56. An AA for 4 is 60. An infantry for 3 is 63. And then we're aligning Hungary. I'm pretty sure I already did the purchases, but just in case. Okay, so let's get to some battles here. I'll take this dice tray over here. Okay, so battle 1, let's take a look. I don't think we have any terrain modifiers in any of our battles. No rivers, no mountains, none of that. Okay, so we should be good. So for East Poland there, we do have 2 first strikes with our self-propelled artillery. Okay, so we need 3 or less here. 4 and 11, they both miss, so not good. Okay, so then we have 2 fighters 2 fighters at 6, a medium and a tactical at 7, and an infantry boosted to 3. So let's do the 2 fighters at 6, a 3 and a 7. So there's 1 hit. Then we've got, that'll be the militia. So now we've got a tactical and a medium, which I'm just going to roll them together because first strike doesn't matter now. So 2 7s. There we go. 3 and a 4. So we got 3 hits. We only needed 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and his militia at a 2. A 3 just misses. And an infantry at a 4. 9 misses. Okay, so we take East Poland. That's worth $1. We take that off the British. Okay, so I'm just going to fly these planes back. So we got 2 self-propelled artillery and an infantry there. So everything came from West Germany. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything's going to land here in central Romania. So that's a tactical bomber. If I can grab it. Oh my God. A medium bomber and 2 fighters. Okay. Battle 2 is Lebelski. So we got to take this in 2 rounds or less to be able to blitz. So I got 2 militia. So we've got 5 infantry, 2 artillery, a cavalry, 2 light armor, and a medium bomber. Okay, so again, we do have 2 first strikes with 2 artillery at 3s. A 3 and an 8. So there's 1 hit. So they lose a militia. And then we've got a medium bomber at a 7. A 1 does hit. So there's our last hit. The militia in return. An 8 misses. Okay, so we take it on round 1. Not worth anything. Okay, so again, I'm going to fly the plane right now to where it's going to land. So it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lands in central Romania. And it did have a movement of 6 that came from the air base in West Germany, right? Let's just double check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5 it can go. So it definitely can make it. Okay, so the 5 infantry, the 2 artillery, and the cavalry stay behind. Okay, so then since we took it in 2 rounds or less, the 2 light armor can blitz. So 1 goes to southern Belarusia, and the other goes to Pelagka. Okay, Battle 5 was a walk-on with the paratrooper. He came from East Germany. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the air transport landed in Warsaw. 6 was the walk-on. The motorized and the cavalry came up 1, 2 to western Ukraine from central Romania. 7 was a walk-on. The infantry came up 1 from Bessarabia. Okay, Battle 8. This is going to be the dicey one. So his 2 infantry normally are 4s, are only going to be 3s because of Barbarossa. Our paratrooper would normally be 3 on this first round, but he's going to be 4, and the fighter is going to go from a 6 to a 7. Okay, so let's see if we can get a hit with the fighter at a 7. A 7 does hit, and the paratrooper at a 4. A 3 does hit. So, okay, so we got our 2 hits. Now we can't have him hit twice. He's got 2 3s. 5 and an 8 both miss, thankfully. Whew. Okay, so we take eastern Ukraine. So, with a paratrooper. And we're going to have the fighter. I'll just fly it back again. It went from an airbase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lands in Bessarabia. Okay, so now how about this Kiev? Okay, so he gets 1 shot at an AA. Let's see what happens. 4. So we should be good no matter what, because even without Barbarossa taking it down 1, he only gets a shot at a 3 normally anyway. So we should take Kiev. Okay. So that is it for the Eastern Front. So all we've got left is the convoy rating. Okay, so let's get some dice. So we'll do black as Germany, red as the UK. Okay, so this first sub has +2 because of it being a fleet sub. So 1-1, but my +2, so I do 2 damage to Bruce in A19. Okay. How about A27? The fleet sub is +2 again. Nothing. 5-3. The coastal sub is +1. 6-1. So that's 7-1. So that's 6 damage, which I think that's what the maximum that can take. I think that line maxes out at 6, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's 6. So that one maxed out. Then we got our battle cruiser at +2. 3-5, so 5-5, so nothing. So Bruce should suffer 8 worth of convoy rating. 2 in A19 and 6 in A27. Okay, so let's go ahead and do non-combat. I already landed all the planes, so we should be good there. Okay, so we've got these 2 cavalry in Berlin, and they're going to go 1-2 to West Poland. Then we've got 2 cavalry in Bavaria that are going to go 1-2 to Slovakia. We got rail moves. So we're going to rail. What do we want to rail? We're going to rail the 3 medium armor from Paris to Warsaw, along with 1 of the 3 self-propelled artillery also to Warsaw. So that should be our 4 rail moves. Okay, we got some infantry here. We're going to take these 2 infantry in Belgium, and they're going to move over 1 to Picardy. We've got the 2 paratroopers in Denmark are going to come down 1 to West Germany. We got 2 infantry in West Germany. 1 goes to East Germany, 1 goes to Berlin. I think that's it. There was no non-combat or combat or anything going on in Spain. So that should be everything. Okay, how about unit placement? So we've got 2 battleships that we moved to stage 2. So they're 1 step away from completion. Then we've got 8 militia. Let's do those now. Okay, 8 militia. So we're going to put 1 here in Aquitaine, 1 here in Normandy, 1 here in Picardy, 1 here in Belgium, 1 here in Denmark, 1 in Paris, 1 in Central Romania. Oh, I forgot 1 non-combat, sorry. Hopefully it's good to go. I forgot to move these 4 infantry in Central Romania. They come up 1 to Bessarabia. Okay, so everything else, okay, there you go. Okay, a militia in Central Romania and a militia in Warsaw. Okay, so that should be the militia. Is that where I want them real quick? Yeah, we're good to go there. Okay, what else do we got? We got 2 paratroopers. So we'll put 1 here in Central Romania at our minor factory and 1 in Warsaw at our minor factory. We got 2 fighters. They're going to go down in West Germany. So I'll put those on the card. Not that there's many units on the card. We got just 4 units left. Okay, so we've got an infantry that we're going to put down in Berlin as well. So that's 2 infantry there. The AA gun is going to go over here in Paris at our minor factory. And then we've got 2 infantry that we upgraded to motorized, and that's going to be 2 of the 5 here in, what is that? Palachka? Or no, Lebelski. So put those 2 down there. And that should be it. And then Hungary, we're switching out these Hungarian units. That's 2 infantry and a 2 infantry and a fighter. So put those down. Okay, so that should be it. So how about income? So, okay, well, the Soviet Union, we declared war on them, so they go to full production. So I think I had them at 24. Well, it doesn't matter what I had them at because they're just going to go to their full 46. And then I think they do get to count Mongolia now, which is another 2. So that's 48. Okay, so then what did we do for who did we take what off of? Okay, so for the British, we took East Poland, which was worth $1. So that's it from the British. So Germany goes from 47. And again, I have Vichy counted in here. So they go to 48. The British go down to 25. I believe they were at 26. Double check me on that. I think they were. Okay, and then everything else came off the Soviet Union. So let's see. We took Northern Belarusia, not worth anything. Southern Belarusia, worth $1. Western Ukraine, worth $1. That's 2. Eastern Ukraine is $1. That's 3. Kiev is 3. That's 6. And Southern Ukraine is nothing. So it looks like I should have taken 6 off of the Soviet Union. So Germany from 48 to 54. The Soviet Union from 48 down to 42. Okay, so income then. We spent all 63. We're sitting at 54. So we're sitting at 54. Is that correct? Oh, you know what? I thought I had something messed up. Hungary. We aligned Hungary, so that's another $2. So 54 to 56. Because I thought if everything went my way, I had it calculated a little bit higher than that. Okay, so we're at 56. We spent everything, and then we get 3 for Romania and 3 for Sweden. So we should have 62 next turn. Okay, let's do a unit recap. First on the Eastern Front. Northern Belarusia is a paratrooper. Southern Belarusia is a light armor. Eastern Ukraine is a paratrooper. Kiev is a paratrooper. Southern Ukraine is an infantry. Western Ukraine is a cavalry and a motorized infantry. Bessarabia is a fighter, an air transport, and 4 infantry. Central Romania is a tactical bomber, 2 medium bombers, 2 fighters, an air transport, a paratrooper, and a militia. Hungary is 2 infantry and a fighter. Slovakia is 2 cavalry. East Poland is 2 self-propelled artillery and an infantry. Lebelski is 3 infantry, 2 motorized infantry, 2 towed artillery, 1 cavalry. Palachka is a light armor. Warsaw is 3 medium armor, a self-propelled artillery, an air transport, a paratrooper, and a militia. 2 cavalry in West Poland. An infantry in East Germany. 2 infantry in Berlin. A militia in Denmark. West Germany is 2 paratroopers, 2 fighters, and a seaplane. In A11 in port there is a coastal defense ship, 3 destroyers, 3 torpedo boat destroyers. Belgium is a militia. Picardy is a militia and 2 infantry. A militia in Normandy. A militia in Aquitaine. Paris is 3 light armor, 2 self-propelled artillery, a militia, and a AA gun. Spain didn't change at all. And then neither did the Vichy. We're actually, it doesn't matter. We'll just leave Vichy the way it is. No non-combat with Vichy. So for our Navy, a fleet sub in A-19, a fleet and a coastal sub in A-27, and a battle cruiser in A-50. that should be it for Germany here on turn number 7. Turning things over now to Global War 36 enthusiasts for the common turn.